Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
How those team fights will work. This, I appreciate a lot more. A little bit more disengaged, very vulnerable though.
Should be pretty nice, especially with all the dashes on the side of Gen.G. You just throw some rocks down.
We'll be ready for the objective fight, depending on when they take it with that ultimate back up online.
Uh-oh, that's a knockback. No riposte available for Doran as he is being hunted down as now the Grand Challenge comes out, but it feels a bit late. We'll see if he can trade this back. He's got that other dash as the chase comes in, and Kingen going to get riposted at the end and actually beats him all the way down the lane as Kingen is not able to get the kill. And now, with no ghost available, Kingen is just
and he gives
for
the kill to Doran as well.
Yep. Perfectly handled.
Oh man, the flash from Doran, last possible second. So well played from him. The perfect dash is there too, with the Grand Challenge late.
Oh, level 6 here, hit for Peas. This might be a little bit risky, but they are just going to click onto the Lucian, and the fact that Delight is not able to hit level 6 means that they cannot push him back. Viper nearly dies.
We're okay with me in our private time. But officially, we love the LCS liver.
Yeah, they're great. They are.
Gen.G, by the way, just wrestling control of this Drake extremely well. Pays using his ult, not getting a ton of damage. They're going to contest one more time.
The burst, nope, goes to the Wukong. As over the wall he goes, but Peanut is stunned by the rocks. And that's exactly what the Celia brings in, as now Viper goes straight over the wall into the face of Pays, and Delight is going to Chemtech, of course.
What wasn't the last one last night, Chemtech? So it's still 2 in a row?
No, it's a new day.
Oh, okay, so it resets. All right,
cool. Okay, here comes a massive dive. The roam potential from the Talia showing off as Delight. This time it's him. That's a massive bubble. Buys a lot of time, but they were a bit zoned.
Just showing off his mechanics. I mean, if we weren't outnumbered, I would have. I'm kind of mixed on it because I'm scared for Zeka.
No rocks on the ground, as no flash is going to help you here, Zeka, as the rocks come now, but a little bit too little too late. Free food for the Peanut Wukong.
That was really well played from Peanut, wrapping around there. Back to the conversation about the crown, it's easy to proc, but your survivability is your biggest problem here as Zeka in this game. There's so many ways he can get blown up by a Lucian, by a Wukong. And yeah, if you proc it with a Lucian W or something like that, you'll feel amazing, but that's not always going to happen. It's not always realistic. Peanut, hello?
He just, he thought those were his allies, I guess. He is going to survive as in goes Viper. He is angry, and he is looking for blood as they will dive here with the Vi. That is a double kill for our Zeri, who is now 3-0. Push Kingen out, so they're essentially trading turrets as they will get the top turret here as in goes the Vi once again. That massive, by the way, it is Chemtech Soul again, as Delight is going to get away because of Chemtech Soul. Yes, I love it. Just really, really happy about that. The Vi just totally countered by one plant. Either way, Gen.G is coming in, and now they're going to have a nice engage. Clit is low, life is low, Viper has no front line, and he will get dunked on by the Cyclone as Doran is on the chase, and once again we have a broken fight. The two tanky members actually coming in here. Chovy dodges the Q3, and he is going to not get the kill onto Zeka as we are just going way off the map, really making Jonah Strong do his job.
Doran?
Yeah, might as well.
Doran's diving the fountain at 18 minutes. Does get out of there, but this is a fight, an overextension for Hanwha Life Esports where they use a lot of tools to try to catch Delight. They're overextended, and it's almost as if they forgot.
At the end of the day, gotta be a bit careful as they will push in. The rocks are on the ground, so it's gonna make it difficult for Gen.G to do much as Azir wasn't here.
Yeah.
And they're just one
the LCK phrase of rock and hard place is Hanwha right now. And this is where the Vi doesn't have utility.
Quite literally. I mean, they're trying to get on top of the Fiora here as Doran is going to be isolated, just Cassante things as he goes miles away from the team.
Doran is a big Hanwha Life fan. He's trying to join the squad maybe this game.
A little bit.
Now this is a 5v4.
Ooh, nice look there as they did spot the Wukong coming out of the jungle.
Kingen is not here, but does have TP, so he can come straight back in after healing up. There's a control ward for him to jump to right in the front of this pit. There he comes.
Just gonna play it slow here. Well, I say that. Lid's gonna press the advantage as in they go. Chovy has to go to a stopwatch. The 4v5 for Gen.G does not pay off as he engaged very clean from the side of Hanwha Life Esports.
Pay off? You did it again.
I didn't say pays off.
Okay, all right.
I said payoff.
All right.
It's different.
Calling you
Here
out.
comes Pays, as it's a lot of damage actually into life mostly, but that's totally fine at this point in time.
Doran's up here top side, could try to collapse down. His ultimate's coming back to online. As this is an interesting call here to try to push inner instead of doing anything to Baron. They do not have Delight's ult either, but it's coming up. I think there was an opportunity here for Gen.G to try to collapse here, but they're not confident in it. We'll actually give a Baron to Hanwha Life Esports right now. There's no vision in here, but definitely an interesting situation as Doran's going to try to go for 2.
Oh, man.
Will he actually get this? I think he does.
Yeah.
There's no answer whatsoever. Hanwha will go for the empowered recalls. There's no chase. They don't see this one coming. Gen.G, the masterclass macro play here, will be, of course, a big trade-off in that Hanwha can try to push this Baron buff into an advantage. But easier said than done with a Zeri composition here and a Kazante and a side.
The amount of flipping are actually going to commit to a team fight, or at least challenge here. They are posturing for it. Again, as we mentioned, they don't have to do this, but seems like they want to.
Zeka's so far back in this fight, going to try to cut them off.
It's a nice wall. It's going to cut them off for now, but in goes Chovy and sweeps in 3! Is it enough is the question. Is the damage there? Pace is going to get on the front line now, as the grand challenge is not enough. Down he goes, and Pace is a little bit too close to the sun, perhaps. He will get that 1 kill, but Klid and Zeka looking to try to clean up here, and Pays is so low. And he will have to flash away from this one, so Hanwha Life Esports...
Zeka's collapsed upon right afterwards. It's not a winnable fight, right? So Viper got to be careful. They got to watch Chovy. He's got so many angles he can threaten with.
He got CC'd to death after just only hitting Kazante the last time, so Chovy, even though he got the ult, is going to have to get a bit more as a massive double knockup, and Chovy is just gone as I immediately caster curse him. And a fantastic play comes out from Hanwha Life Esports. This is what you got to do. You set up around the big objective, you force Gen.G to team fight you, and you can take the wins.
They know that Chovy wants to go for that angle. They know he wants to slide across and look for the ult, and Zeka grabs him.
I don't know what's going on here. Doran just decided maybe to give a little gift on over. He does not have Spellbook, and he is just probably going to die. He is going to run away for quite a while as here comes Viper. The riposte is good, but eventually
he's going to buy some time here, which
I mean,
is my caster way of saying
okay.
He does die, but the real hero in this fight, Doran thought that Pays, if he sticks around, we can actually contest this, maybe we can push him off, but Pays definitely didn't agree. I don't agree either. Doran is punished late here. He's not going to be able to split push or threaten Hanwha Life Esports, so this Baron is much easier to use with no Fiora on the other side for sides. He's coming up in 10 seconds here, but there's no wave for him to jump to threaten anything. Look at the top wave, look at the bottom wave. Kingan's pushing here. Doran going to be useless on the respawn, unfortunately.
Level 18 for Zeka, as he is just cruising ahead. You know, thought this was going to be mainly about the Zeri, and Viper's doing a great job, but Zeka's just having a day out now as Peanut is caught. Well, his clone was. Doran as well, a little bit, but he just going to dash over the wall.
The wall guarantees an inhibitor, though.
Yeah.
So it's a good play, nonetheless, for Zeka here.
Definitely worth. Zeka's been such an annoyance on this Taliyah. 4 items now, as they will look to siege here in the mid lane.
He can play deep for scoops with his Zhonya's that, I talked about his good ability. He's got it now. They have this Baron buff. Look at the angles he's trying to set up here. Can chip away, and then if anyone comes for a flank, if there's a Fiora flank, if there's a Wukong flank, he can just toss them into the rest of the team. The jaws of Hanwha Life and destroy whoever flanks. So it's really difficult for Gen.G to even step up to their own wall right now, as you can see here with the combos preset. Just wearing down on this turret.
Kingan doing a great job of putting on the pressure in the bottom side, making this very annoying. Peanut gets stunned and he misses the knockup and immediately just gets nuked by the Taliyah, and that is the power of this pick into so many dashes. Down will go Doran. We look to be going to a game number 3 as Viper. He wants this to make this about him.
The second you try to go in like that, you are punished by this Taliyah. Why this push is so oppressive. Peanut hopes for the hero play. He comes up empty, and I think we are going to that 3rd game, although heroic attempt here from Pays.
See if they can push in this one. Chovy is alive, and that is going to be a big issue for them in terms of pushing. Pays will barely survive as in goes Toby. He's gonna get a massive sweep, catches one. Zonya's the other. He's got pace here doing damage as well. And Viper can't end the game as he's gonna get the kill onto Pace, but immediately goes down and a triple kill to the Azir.
And everything about this for Hanwha Life was so clean until they stayed
on a collapse. They have a Vi. Gotta be decisive. You're gonna get Baron on spawn here.
They have so much damage with the Zeri, but it doesn't look like Gen.G want to give them an opportunity to take this down. They can't zone away Peanuts.
Toby on the edge. Can't break that crown. That's massive. So close to it, but not quite enough.
Zeka,
TP for the split push.
Here we go. Trying to interrupt it. Gen.G are just sprinting for it as Zeka is just sailing on in. And the double TP should be enough. They stop the backs of Gen.G. They bait them into the team fight, and that is going to do it. Hanwha Life Esports will take down the Nexus and force a game 3.
And just like every win Hanwha has picked up in our first 2 weeks of the LCK,